Hey, it's Ronnie. Let's see who's interested in trying to troubleshoot and find problems with electricals, like a little space heater. Uh, my tools and stuff just happen to be in the garage, and I brought them in. The ones I'm using the meter. I have this electric heater that's probably 10 years old. Worked great, except every once in a while to trip out. It has this, I believe it's has test and reset. It's some kind of a ground fault interrupter, which a human should know. You don't use electric heaters outside. It's don't even have a ground plug. See this? That's two hot wires and a ground plug. For a ground fault interrupter circuit to work, you need a ground. They don't even have it. And I know this thing won't light up. I'll show you. This is not a short. I got this I'm going to put overhead. I'm going to show you how to check it and show you. I have a feeling because, I love these. If I could buy more, if somebody had used ones, looky here. Yeah, I wrote the L and the H because they're LEDs and I'm deaf and half blind. But look, something had the exact same plug-in on it. Look at it. It's got a yellow one now, too. Works great. It's a ground fault without a ground doesn't make any sense. It's trying to sense through neutral, and it's got a coil. I reset it. Now bear with me here. I'm gonna try to go upright here, put the camera down, and in this thing. Where is it? Yeah, it's like a selfie stick stuck to a microphone stand. Good old days. Music. Okay, I'm going to try to get this angle. I'm going to show you this is like, was like an $8 meter. Now I'm sure they're 25, but just to see, this has been reset. It has a coil inside. I'm going to tear this apart because they both failed, I'm sure. But we're just going to cut to the chase, and I'm going to show you. It's reset. There's no electricity getting through somewhere. To the heater coils, the computer box, nothing. I'm pretty sure it's this stupid ground fault so you don't get electrocuted if you drop it in a bathtub shit. But they never really work unless you have a ground plug that goes in the ground hole. But now here, bear with me. I'm going to turn the camera. We're going to angle it down, and I'm going to try to do this. Sorry, my hand might get in the way. I don't know which way it comes apart. Oh, well, that definitely wasn't it. That's not it. Come here. That's what you deal with when you're all alone. You don't even have a friend to help hold nothing. Okay, let's see what we got here. Come on, snap on. Now I don't want to hold it. Oh, I said, give me a break, man. We'll get it. Okay, let's try this again. We'll splice it. $28 phone. Try to get in the selfie stick mount thing on a microphone stand. Take 20 freaking 3 and see if it keeps running. Hey, is it still running? Oh, now my selfie stick blocks to see if it's running. I can't see the time. I can see my hand, but I don't know if it's recording. Well, I guess we're going to go for it. Let's look down at this problem. Go too far and it wants to fall. Bear with me, man. I said if you dig this shit, you'll dig it. If you don't, you'll shut the sumbitch and video off in 15 seconds. I'm going to show you how to test stuff and learn you something. And believe it or not, don't do this when you're drinking a beer. It's my second beer. Don't do any electrical stuff unless you're a trained professional. I tell you the truth, no lies. 32 years ago, I was a legally licensed and insured residential electrician, wiring homes. I know what I'm doing. I said, I'm an old soul. 3,000 years experience. It's amazing what I know. It shows, I think it's still recording. Okay. So, here. This is reset. You just can't push it and reset it like a regular ground fault plug-in on a wall because it's not grounded. And it didn't want to reset, so I had to plug it into the wall to test it, and it popped out, and then I pushed reset. But I still have nothing. So either this is junk, which I'm thinking, or I don't like this thing anyway, I'm getting rid of it, I'm cutting it off, or this has a thermistor in line, and either a fan stop or something, and it's a thermistor for high heat and a resistor, and it basically is a fuse also, which will shut it all down. If it goes that deep, I'll make another video. But I'm going to show you how to test if it's getting electricity through. Right here, I hope you all can see this. Okay, turn this on. I'm on ohmages, looks like the horseshoe. Always go to the highest ohmage while you do it. Now see, it's just got that. That means it's out of limit. It's to check to see if there's wires all the way through and everything is working all the way through in a loop, which electricity has to do, AC or DC. It has to have a pass in, a path out, and they have to connect in a circle. Has to be a circuit, okay? Now, to test your ohmage, make sure your meter's working. You touch them together like that. Now, you see that meter shows 0, 0, 0. There's no ohmage. Ohmage is resistance. But it shows these two are connected in a circuit. Nothing on that meter. Touch it. 0, 0. That means I got a really good battery in there too. Okay. That means there's a circuit. See, those two are touching. Just like now, theoretically, this end of the plug should run in a circle all the way through, back around, and boom. And it should be the same touching these two together, a completed circuit, all right? But watch my meter. I have a feeling. And I'm not cheating, I'm just hooking it. Now, it should do the same thing if there's a complete circuit or something's foobarred. See the meter here? Hopefully I got that on screen. Yeah, zoom in on it. It's still, that line means nothing. No continuity. It means there's a break between this plug and this part of the plug and this chunk of wire and that chunk of wire all the way through. Something's not contacting. I think it's this because I cut the other one off my other one. So we're going to... Oh, yeah. Look at how well it works when you plan things out. Okay, we have no connection. I've hit reset and everything already. I think this so-called ground fault interrupter thing that really ain't going to interrupt shit except take a crap like the other one did because there's no ground plug. This is a ground plug. That's the grounding lug. To find a ground fault, you need to have it grounded to something, but they're going just through the neutral and getting false grounds. And yeah, I have a thing. That's real technical electronics, but don't worry about it. I want to take it apart and see what's in this thing. It's some kind of a coil and junk, but we're just going to find out if this is the culprit. So, oh, watch this. See this? There you go. Now, all this other safety crap in the way. Oh, gotta love all this stuff. Maybe I can cut it off of my other snippers here. Yeah, it's never been, do not tamper with or fucking federal offense, and you could go to jail for ever. If you say you hate communists or Joe Biden, yeah, same thing. So what the hell? We got to get that out of the way. Wow, I planned this out really well, didn't I? I got to get that crap out of the way so I can show you. I got to get to the wires down here. Oh, hey, look at there. Peel it like a banana. Oh, Yeah, baby. Okay, now I'm going to see if we have connection between this wire and this wire without that plug-in on it. But I'm going to need my readers. Okay. Yeah, professional. Split the, don't cut into either side. Go right in the middle. Okay. Boom. Oh, that's some little hard vinyl. That's not silicone, whatever. So we got to go a little more so I can make it easy to show y'all. Yeah, this is polyvinyl chloride cord. You know what's cold? It's hard as a rock, but you know, it's 78 degrees in here. Yeah, it's not silicone carne. Silicone carne wires are awesome. Now we're just gonna, use the correct. Always use the correct wire stripper for the gauge you have, and to strip wires. Right on. Maybe not. Let's see. I don't know if he's there. Oh, there went one chunk flying. I actually found it. There's one bare wire. Notice it's not plugged in. I have a feeling this is it. We're going to find out right now if I have any type of continuity, but it might not trip the computer. I might have to put the plug on it. Then I will pause, unless you all want to watch how to install a new plug-in. Means it's turned off and it tripped. The little computer box might need electricity, the 8-pin chip, I'm sure that's inside that thing. Okay, we have enough wire here if I can hold it with my knee. Let me see where I'm at. I got an angle where you can see the wire. I don't know. Where's the wire? I'm beside the meter. You have to watch right here. I'm going to take that meter. I'm using my knee to hold the wire down. Now, the meter's right here. And if I touched it, boom, we have continuity. Okay, now this has a computer chip. It might need power to be plugged in to even make that chip work, so we might have 0. We're going to touch this wire. You see that meter right now? Look to your right where this black lead is. You see that? 286 ohms. Now it'll go to 0. I touch it, it'll go to 0 because there's no ohmage from there to there. There's our continuity. We have a full circuit if I hold this one and this one. See that? It says 286. On the meter, that's 286 ohms, which is the resistance of the circuit. So, guess what? We found the problem. There's not an open, burnt fuse, thermistor, or anything. It's just a piece of crap. Not even grounded. Ground fault interrupter plug like the other one. Okay, now if you want to watch, I'm going to put this on. And it's like 8-angle adjustable. I'm probably going to have to sit down here. But yeah, this is a culprit. And I'm going to tear this one apart. But it's got oddball little screws that aren't screws and rivets. I'm probably going to have to use a great big old giant water pipe pliers and crush it. Or a Dremel tool. That's a video down the road. I want to find what fails and what design this stupid thing is. I'm thinking it's got some kind of a coil and a capacitor. And that's about freaking it, and it's just stupid. Otherwise, the heater stuff is awesome. Okay, let's put a new plug-in on here, and we'll see if it lights up, shall we? Okay, first things first. Phillips screwdriver. I need to get the plug-in ready for installation. So I'm backing off. This is a clamp, okay? That clamps against the wire that fell. Yeah. Polyvinyl chloride freaking extension cords, you know, the home gamer bullshit. All right, we have to loosen up the clamp hole right here. somehow, and then pry it open. There. See, now that cord will fit in that hole. Now we have to take this off. This is a special design. It's only got one screw in the middle, and we're going to turn it because in America the ground's on the bottom, and this is the ground. And this is the way it was set in neutral or live. Doesn't really matter on something like this because it's AC. It's going to run both circles anyway. Now, if that was DC, you'd need to know the polarity. See, then you got a screw that's silver, a screw that's gold. On this, it's AC and it's a continuous loop. Theoretically, I could take this whole thing apart and then check and test everything and get the line and the neutral. But it's double insulated. It all works the same direction back and forth. Wow, they made those tight. Yeah, if you want to spend. Well, I might have to go get another screwdriver just to get that out of there. These are quick connectors. You stick the wire in there, trim it, and then you squish it with this part. But what? I don't know. These are some gum guards. They're worse than Menards. But they're supposedly top of the line. But I really don't. I haven't. Okay, they're open. This ground wire, we don't have one. We're not going to worry about it. We're just going to screw that all the way in and act like it's grounded. But it's not grounded. That's why a ground fault interrupter circuit needs this that goes directly to ground. It's just some federal crap from 10 years ago for safety that they don't have to do anymore because the new cheap ones I buy that aren't near as good don't have any of that crap. There's the plug-in. Okay, now we got that. So, always remember you got to run the wire through this part before you hook it to this part. Okay? We're going to trim these wires back a little more. I believe it's 14 gauge. And this only goes to 16. I'm just going to guesstimate here how far the wire's got to stick them in there. I said we don't have to worry about the ground because there's not one. It's double insulated. Oh, yeah. I'm just pulling the crap off. Yeah, I cut off a little extra, and now I'm going to twist it. You see, twist one together. I didn't cut into any of the wires. None of the little fray filaments, okay? And then I'm going to have to do this. I'm going to do it the same thing on this one. And then I will figure out, just by stuffing it in, cut it to length where it's supposed to go. I'm going to go dead even with this one. Okay, about right there. I'm not cutting clear into the wires because it's 12 gauge and this only goes to 18. This is for quadcopters and small electronics. See, and then how to all the little filaments are straight, twist them together. Now, to find how much length I need on these so it is safe and correctly wired, there's a hole. This is the ground. We're not going to use it. It's useless. There's a hole here and a hole here. We're going to shove one wire in that hole. It goes all the way in, and it is perfect. Wow, my God. Have I done this before? We don't even have to trim anything. We don't have to make it longer. So now, next rule. Remember, if you're going to do these new plugs, you have to run the wire through the outside of the plug first before you hook it to the inside with all the little funky pokey bits, okay? Now we're good. We're just gonna, and on this one, it said you got a gold, copper, and you got it's called line and neutral. Doesn't matter on this because it goes into a board and it's doubling. It don't matter. It's not going to change nothing. I'm not going to take this all apart. All right, just trust me, but no, don't sue me if you blow shit up. We're just gonna. And I thought I've gone with all the damn flies, and I got one again flying on my hand while I'm doing that. So we're gonna stick this wire in this clamp. We can let that slide all the way down. Okay, here's where it gets tricky, because I want it to lay flat that way, and it don't want to work that way, and I have to hold it, and I have to hold it this way so these two line up so it lays flat, and I gotta screw it tight. Here we go. Watch that. I know you ain't. Can you see the light shine on that? Well, come on. Yeah, I don't like this brand of outlet plug. That freaking fly wants to be on YouTube. You know your life expectancy is going to be dead by tomorrow if I kill you or not. So now I cranked it down, because you stick it in the hole and there's this flat piece under the screw and it squeezes it, see? There you go. All right, now we're going to do the same on the other flat one. Not this one. This is a ground. Don't need it. Now I might have to do a little wiggly wobble, shaky shake here off camera. Make sure it gets behind that little plate. Oh, we're behind the plate. Okay. You see how that wants to twist right away? I hate cords like that. These are your regular run-of-the-mill home gamer 3-foot, 6-foot extension cords with like the 3 plug-ins on the end. And yeah, and they plug it into a heater and it burns their house down. Okay, now we're going to crank this one down and it will squeeze that wire I have bare. Oh, I just don't really care for this brand of outlet connector. Stuff sticking everywhere from fingers. But there we go. We have the gold connected, which is called the line input. And then we have the silver, which is called the neutral, but AC, it flows each direction and changes 60,000 times a second. But no ground because there's only 2 wires. Something I said, if it's real high-tech electronics, but they'll have it marked which one, they'll have different colors of wires, the copper, and they will have like a nickel-plated copper, so you know the line and the neutral, if it matters. But DC, yeah, well, yeah, there you go. I'm getting way too complicated for home gamers here. Now we're going to slide up this part, and here in the good old US of A, see, it's got all these notches in here, if you can see this. And this end has all these notches that will line up so you can turn it. Because believe it or not, in Europe, running 220, they put the ground plug, this part 3, they do it upside down. They go this way. And in China, you don't know what you're getting. They're not even grounded. Just 240 volts and good luck. Yeah. Some places, yes. Quite interesting. So I want it to be plugged into the wall with this in the bottom and this running out the bottom of the plug-in. So we're checking to make sure everything's clear here, because this little screw G has to hold this in. Yeah, it's kind of neat that it's adjustable. I just don't like this brand of plug-in. See, now we got it lined up. Little ground pokey bit. You could just cut it off, but no, it's safety. It's not doing a damn thing except getting in the way. But yeah, here we go. Now we're going to screw this tight. We can show just one screw in the middle. It's all locked. Click. That's a torque wrench screwdriver. You never heard of a torque wrench screwdriver, have you? Yeah, it's set to like 3 foot-pounds. Okay, believe you. Yeah. There you go. Now you have to back run these down. This is the clamp part that's going to squeeze this. And that's your strain relief, so when you pull it out or anything, it doesn't tear everything out and short wires out. So you want to square them down even. One starts getting snug, move the other one, it's snug. This one gets snug. See, I can feel the pressure. They're both about the same snugness, though. And you don't want to over crank the crap out of it where it starts crushing into the plastic PV polyvinyl chloride insulation on these. But you want it snug. But, okay. Click. Click. Alrighty. Now, see? This squeezes this. It doesn't pull on the wires or anything inside the plug now. This is squeezing around the outside, but you're not cutting through it. And it's solid. Now, let's how am I going to do this? Let's see what happens. I want to see if this is a win or a fail. I guess I can use, but we got to find out if it's going to turn on now. I'm going to have to remove my phone. It turned off automatically when I moved it. It just shut off. So I'll splice it. But here we got it. Theoretically, I should plug this into a direct, normal outlet. I don't really have any handy. Too much junk there. I can't. Hey, how about down here on the floor? All right, move my other crap. Okay, and then, I'll let you know how this works. Okay, the ground that's not doing nothing. We're going to plug it in. I know this outlet worked a month ago. We are plugged in there. Now, just if I can see, because it's a little light, when I push this button, see if we get any lights up here. Well, looky there, kids. We got high heat, fan running wide open, 6-inch fan. Go to low, slows down. And then it has your temperature. It'll go to high at 60 degrees, 65, 70, 75, 80. That's what's called a one-touch, is what it says. Look at that. Not a damn thing wrong with the heater. Just the freaking ground fault interrupter thing. I've been through it before. This thing. I'm going to crush this, find some way to cut it open with a Dremel, and just see what kind of stupid, idiotic idea that is. There's not even a ground lug. It's live and neutral. And you're not going to get around a ground through a neutral, even though it goes to the ground, with just 2 wires on each. Yeah. Some mandated federal bullshit from Obama that they don't do anymore. No, they don't have none of that. I'm sure your curling irons or stuff might have those. Just 2 wires. You don't want to do, but that big jump. You drop it in the frickin', you drop that some bitch in a frickin' bathtub or use it in the shower, you're going to get electrocuted. Or else it costs you $80 for your hair dryer or your curling iron, and it quit because of this piece of crap. It has to have a ground plug also, or just marketing bullshit. I said the Obama years, they made shit like that mandated. Here you go. Cheers. Check it out. If you watch the whole thing, you learn you something. Don't be drinking when you do this, But yeah, it's not that difficult. Right now I got light on, but it's set at 65 on low. And this one touch, if I bump it again, this light will move to like 70, maybe turn on, because I got like 76 degrees in here. Not yet. Hear it? Feel that wind blowing in your face? Feel that hot air blowing in your face right now? It's working on low. Yeah, this is highly more efficient. These are the most efficient little portable heaters I ever found in my lifetime. The other ones I'm using now, because this one I had was a ceramic. Don't move no heat. The fans half the size. They piecemeal them. This is a 6-inch fan, and it actually changes the heat level and the fan. It's awesome. If anybody knows what these Sunbeam One Touches are that don't work and they want to get rid of it just for free, I'll pay the shipping of $10 and I'll take it and I'll fix it. It cost me $10 for that plug-in. But these are I said, they're still a coil wires. And I'm going to turn the light off. Coil wires like your toaster. Look inside there. There's no light. It's only heat. A regular light bulb, even LED, makes light and it makes heat. These are coils all the way through here behind that fan. In front of the fan, there's no light. There is no wasted energy. It's being turned into freaking hot, and that fan's moving it. That is how efficient these were. I don't know why. I guess they sold too good and they never broke down, so they quit making them. Couldn't make any money replacing them. Man, these are awesome. Wow, is it hot right there right now. All right, there you go. Okay. Yeah, anybody has any of these sitting around that don't work, that ain't been smashed or something, and let me know. I'll pay $10 shipping to get it to my home from anywhere in the USA. That's like your normal postal rate for, I think, Postal Service or UPS, your one size box thing. It's the plug. Yeah, there you go. Peace. Have a heart. Sorry I had to spice together every time I moved this expensive $28 camera, phone, cell phone. What do you expect for $28? I said, it'll end up getting crushed. They're smashed working on stuff anyway. But yeah, I'll just splice them together. Peace, love, have a heart. Can I hold my phone and have a heart? God bless. Learn you something, geek out, even if you don't want to do this or do anything like that yourself. If you want to learn a little bit, I just showed you. You can learn you something. I can't teach you, but if you want to learn, you find it interesting. At least now you know kind of how it works, right? Knowledge is power, man. But thank y'all for watching. The kind words I get in comments here and there. I got a couple more new subscribers. That's awesome. Thank you all. And I said, if you don't like it and you watch a minute and then you turn it off, that's fine. I can track it. I'm not here to make money. I'm here to teach myself how to learn other people. Get my drift? I'm not here to teach you. You have to have the want to see inside of you to understand, or you'll just turn it off. I'm not here to teach you. Humans hate to be taught. That's forced on them. When humans are taught and you're a teacher, you're forcing shit onto who you're teaching. I want people to learn. I'm a learner. I will learn you. I will never teach you a damn thing, but I will help you learn, okay? That's what's bad about the education system. A teacher is a freaking communist in every high school kid's eyes that makes them have to learn this. You have to be taught. Means you have. No, I want to learn you. What you find interesting at your own free will. If you want to, you'll watch. You'll pay attention. If not, it's all cool. I will never teach anyone, but I will sure as hell learn as many humans that want to watch or care. All right. Thank you so much. God's bless. I'll be back. I said, I'm going to, someday this winter when it's like 20 below and 4 feet of snow, I'm going to crush this thing somehow and pop it apart and see what kind of idiotic design it is. I have an idea, but you just geek out on electronics more than electrician stuff. This gets into like capacitors and coils and things inside there and a board probably. So that's more the electronic side of it. You didn't know little electric heaters like this were that complicated, did you? Well, now you do. You learned you something today. God's bless. I love you. I'll be back if God and the angels let me. Don't let shit get you down. And then Ronnie will be back. Ciao. God's bless.